About a month ago, I made a video basically titled, Modern Warfare 2, is it still playable in 2021? Well, I thought to myself, why the hell am I covering this game and not my favorite Call of Duty of all time, the original Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare? Not the remaster, I'm talking the original game from 2007, a game that is almost 15 years old. So that's what I'm going to do here for you today. Is Call of Duty 4 still playable in 2022 on the PS3? Now, like I said in my Modern Warfare 2 video, I have no idea of the status of playability on the 360 or the PC. If you know, then be sure to let me and others know in the comment section below. And I guess I'll start this one off by saying that in the 2 or 3-ish hours I played this game with the multiple lobbies I was in, I had absolutely no hackers to report. Which a few years back when I tried to play this, I couldn't find one lobby that wasn't hacked. And one of those lobbies I ended up joining years back completely reset my stats and challenges, so when you see my stats here, they're not totally accurate, so yeah, ignore that. So I don't exactly know if the hackers just gave up and went on to something else, or if there was some sort of a hotfix that I'm not aware of, but as far as I know, hacked lobbies on the PS3 are little to non-existent, which is never a bad thing. As far as the topic of lag and connecting to strange or terrible hosts, now for those who may not know, these older Call of Duty games were not run on dedicated servers. Instead, what would happen is that there would be a person who was a host, and everyone had to play off that host's connection, which sometimes was a huge issue if you were connecting to someone overseas or just connecting to someone with shit internet. But I only came across one lobby where lag was kind of a problem. I mean, look at this trash. I'm putting shot after shot into these guys with no hit markers of any kind. I thought maybe they might have been hacking at first, but no, it was a lag thing since I and others were eventually able to kill them at times. Whether that lag was on my part or someone else's, I have no way of knowing. But again, as soon as I went into a different lobby, I didn't have any issues at all. I did get a stroke of huge great luck when I was able to connect into my own host lobby without really even trying, and that's nice. I didn't have to deal with lag at all. I didn't have to deal with sore losers ending the game because they were getting their asses kicked. I didn't have to deal with someone's terrible connection that ended up dropping the matches entirely. No. I was the host for about an hour, and the very first match I was able to get over 40 kills and 2 separate 20-kill streaks. Not half bad. In fact, I think most of the matches I played, I was on the top of the leaderboards. And even though I'm nowhere near as skilled as I was when I was a kid, you know, I still got it somewhat. If you're expecting to jump into Call of Duty 4 on the PS3, well, you might as well stick with game modes like TDM, Free-for-All, and in the offshoot chance, Domination. That's pretty much all you're going to be able to play. There was a lobby I ended up connecting into a search and destroy match, but the lobby never got full enough to where the match would actually begin, which is unfortunate because I really love search and destroy in this game. Now I did notice, and this was the exact same thing I noticed in my Modern Warfare 2 video, a ton of new accounts. Now, what someone told me in that video was that if you had a new account, every single time you quit the game, your stats would completely reset. Which would make a ton of sense because these new accounts, half the time, they never played like brand new Call of Duty 4 players. They played like seasoned vets for the most part, which is unfortunate for a genuine new player because without hacking, they'll never be able to experience the game to the fullest by having create a class and being able to unlock all the guns and the perks and all that. But does that make the game really unplayable? Well, no, not really, since the default classes are actually pretty decent, if not great, but it is unfortunate. So yeah, if that bothers you, well, I can totally understand that. But if you do have an old account that you have played Call of Duty 4 on before, your stats aren't going anywhere. There were points where I got a little annoyed at the number of people using underbarrel launchers. There were a ton of people running Juggernaut, but nothing near as frustrating as perks like Commando, Danger Close, One Man Army, Ghost, and a few others from the installments that came out after this. A lot of people running Martyrdom, another annoying perk, and a lot of M16 and MP5 users, but you know what? Those two guns are insanely good, so why wouldn't you run those? But I never once thought that those guns were, like, overpowered or anything, just more so overused.
Standing by. Airstrike standing by. Friendly airstrike on the way.
So is Call of Duty 4 playable? Well, absolutely. It's still very much playable, at least on the PS3 in 2022. I love this game, and it will forever be in my top 10 favorite games of all time. It's a timeless classic. It aged totally fine. Who cares if the game came out in 2007? It still plays fantastic. It still has people playing it. I had no problems finding matches. I had no problems with hackers, and very little lag issues, but nothing game-breaking enough to make any sort of a difference. This game holds so many memories for me. The amount of friends I made, the amount of fun we had was unparalleled to anything that came out after this. Of all the online shooters I've ever played, Call of Duty 4 was by far the most fun and most enjoyable experience I've ever had. And, you know, I wish I could go back in time when I was a teenager to relive those memories with all those friends of mine. I mean, hell, even all those death threats I got being called a cheater simply because I was better than them at a stupid video game, even that, for some bizarre reason, was fun for me, as odd as that might sound to you. And yeah, sure, fine, maybe I have a ton of nostalgia for this game, but who cares? Nostalgia or not, this game is a classic. A timeless classic that if the servers were still alive 50 years from now, I would gladly play this because it is simply that good and that fun, despite some of the flaws it might have. So that's going to wrap up this video, everyone. Thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate all the wonderful comments you guys have been leaving lately. They've been a lot of fun to read and even respond to. I really hope you all had a great Christmas or holiday, whatever the hell you celebrate. And if you want to see more videos like this, let me know. I wouldn't mind making a video on games like Battlefield or old 007 titles. I don't know, you gotta tell me. These are a lot of fun to make, and I never really say this, but be sure to like the video and subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed the content, and I will see you next time. Take care, everyone.